So I've been working on a game for a few months now called Pillars Assault. It's a retro-styled Metroidvania with some darker undertones, matching that of a SNES Genesis type of pixelated aesthetic. I chose this because pixel art has always spoken to me. Without drawing out every detail, it's as if pixel art is able to show us what's beyond the screen by relying on us as players to fill in the gaps with our imagination. Now the gameplay takes some inspirations from games like Yoshi's Island, a little bit of Hollow Knight, some Super Metroid, Sparkster, and maybe even a little bit of UN Squadron thrown in there somewhere. But overall, the idea behind all this is to take this game from just a hobby project to a fully realized commercial product, and just maybe secure an oh so small footing in the big world of video game publishing. Alright, where are my manners? Hi, my name's Dylan, and I'm going to take us all back a little bit and talk about just how it is I got here. So my game dev journey didn't just start a few months ago. In fact, you might even say that it started several times over. The first time, when I discovered Adventure Game Studios, it was a point-and-click game engine. With that, I tried to create something along the lines of the famous Grim Fandango, Monkey Island, and it was actually coming along pretty nicely. But my hard drive decided it didn't want to live on this earth anymore, so it died, taking with it my project and all the hopes and dreams of a sad 15-year-old boy. The next time was a couple years later. I thought to myself, I'm gonna put on my big boy pull-ups now this time around and try out all of this coding stuff. No game engines for me this time. Slapped together some C++ with that SDL library, created this bad boy. Yeah, there's something there, Part of me somewhere is still proud of this. So this time around, it actually all started when my brother called me and said, "Hey, I'm making a game. You should make one too." And I thought, what? I am an adult, sir. I pay bills. I have a job. So having done this a few times horribly already, I wanted to see what would be the easiest way to make a game this time around. I did some searching. Construct 3. Yes, that one. Made myself one of them tutorials. Looks good. And you know what? After that, I thought, alright bro, time to make me a Metroidvania. Now most proper games don't start with all that fancy art. And I'm no artist, so thank God. Of course, getting the movement right for the player was priority number one. Just needed a couple boxes, added some movement and gravity, tweaked variables around long enough until I had something that felt tight and concise. I think Celeste meets Super Meat Boy type of physics. Now once the player controls felt good, it was time to stop looking at a square. Much better. Next, some enemies to play around with. Perfect. Then some more player mechanics. Slash attack. Aw, look at him slashing all over the place. He grew up so fast. The quintessential Metroidvania wall jump, of course. Oh, that's good. A classic ground pound with some particle effects. Some fireball shooting thing for some reason. I'll get back to that later. Enemy knockbacks his damage. Yes, perfect. That whole player responds from death thing. Am I stealing this from Hollow Knight? Enemies. Yes, enemies. Let's just turn this little square into a goblin. Perfection. And if you're wondering where all this art is coming from, well, that's a secret. And definitely don't try to go and find these things on the internet, that's for sure. Add a cool water effect. Now we just gotta make a tile set, add a background, parallax it, add some finishing touches, and done. The current world of Pillars of Salt. So that brings us to the here and now. Originally, this all started because I wanted to prove I could make something. Something that was quick, easy, and that I was proud of. But you know, it just became so much more than that. It's taken on a life of its own now. Now I don't know where the road ahead is. I mean, I don't even know if the artwork or the game title will even stay the same. But I do know that it's in motion now. And I couldn't stop it if I tried. It's been a blast to work on it so far, and I honestly can't wait to update all of you on the next one ahead. Let me know in the comments any ideas you have for the game, or even just what your thoughts are on it. I'm really excited to see what y'all have for me. So subscribe, like, hit the bell, and I'll see you next time. Peace.